Okay, everybody, raise your hand if you have ever been personally victimized by Regina George. Well, even if you haven't, you're about to get another chance with the latest version of the Mean Girls story. Almost 20 years after the original movie had us wearing pink on Wednesdays and contemplating the merits of creating a burn book, the gang is back. And it's not just a remake, it's a movie version of the Broadway musical, which was based on the original movie. And I thought I'd get a jump on things and tell you everything we know so far about this upcoming flick. Okay, despite the fact that there was a recent Target commercial featuring almost all of the main cast from the OG movie, don't expect the new movie to revolve around the likes of Lindsay Lohan, Rachel McAdams, Amanda Seyfried, and Lacey Chabert, or to even have them, period. Because the new movie, like the original, is focused on a group of high schoolers. And not to be rude, but I don't think any of those lovely actresses from the first one can convincingly play like class of 2025. So, the main cast is a bunch of younger, up-and-coming stars. More on them in a minute. As far as the original cast, the only ones who have been verified as being in the new movie are Tina Fey and Tim Meadows. They play Miss Norbury and Principal Duvall, respectively. Now, as far as the original cast of girls, that's a little more unknown. On the movie's IMDb page, they aren't anywhere to be found. But studios have been known to hide fun cameos by not including actors on that site. Plus, a couple of the cast members are on record as saying they would be utterly down to be a part of the new one. For example, Rachel McAdams, aka Regina, said a while back that she was fully into it.
I would never say no to Tina Fey, ever, ever, ever.
She's also on record saying that Tina is the greatest, adding, "So we'll see how it all shakes out." Was that a coy way of saying that she's in the movie? We'll find out. But even Rachel isn't in the movie. She clearly has nothing but love for Renee Rapp, who is playing the iconic Regina character.
I don't think she can do any wrong. She's already got me beat with that voice, so I'm just excited to see her incarnation.
And then there's Amanda Seyfried, who played the hilarious Karen in the first one. In a red carpet interview, she echoed Rachel McAdams' love for the movie. And when asked if she'd be willing to be in the new movie, she said,
"4 of us are 100% into it, yeah."
Of course, like the McAdams interview, this was from before filming started for the upcoming movie. So who knows what happened since then? So that brings us to the actors we do know are in the movie. There's the lovely Ingori Rice, playing the lead role of Katie. You probably know her from things like Mare of Easttown or Spider-Man No Way Home. So that role is in excellent hands, because she's super talented. Singer-actress and all-around badass Renee Rapp is playing Regina George, which isn't a huge shock considering she also played the part on Broadway. But in case you were wondering if that meant it was boring to play the part once again for the movie, nope.
It's honestly more fun than I even thought it would be. It's so much fun. It feels like theater camp. It's like amazing.
Renee isn't the only one who was also in the musical. Ashley Park played the role of Gretchen on Broadway and was asked to join the movie as well. Though interestingly, she's not playing Gretchen. That role went to Bebe Wood, who is known primarily for her part in Love, Victor. Ashley is instead playing a character named Madame Park, who is the school's French teacher. Alii Cravalho plays Janice, and she was more than happy to mess with her look to play the part.
They cut all my hair off and they dyed it green. I'm having a great time. I'm singing the songs.
She also talked about how much fun it was to film and how the directors of the movie, Samantha Jane and Arturo Perez Jr., were having just as much fun as the cast on set. And she pointed out that their background really aligned well with the movie. Perfect for the job.
I love that they come from also a music background because they're making choices that are so very different from what we would usually see in film. Long one takes, taking time to really appreciate the live vocal elements of songs.
There are some other great young actors like Jaquel Spivey, Avantika Vandanapu, and Christopher Briney rounding out the cast of high schoolers. Plus, we get some fun cameos in the form of Jenna Fisher, aka Pam from The Office, and Busy Phillips playing Katie and Regina's moms, respectively. And these days, it doesn't seem like you can make any comedy without Jon Hamm in the cast. And Mean Girls is no exception. He plays Coach Carr, the incompetent sex ed teacher. In an interview, Tina Fey talked about her approach to making an updated version of a movie she wrote 20 years ago.
I tried to update it, but I also I don't try to chase like slang or anything that people are saying now, because by the time, it takes a long time to make a movie and it'll be over by the time the movie comes out.
She also talked about how they decided to write a bunch of new music for the movie, so it wouldn't just be a straight-up remake of the Mean Girls musical. In a cast interview, she talked about her husband, Jeff Richmond, who wrote all the music for both productions. After the cast gushed about Jeff for a bit, Tina talked about how great it was for Jeff to get to make new music for this project.
Yeah, and it's been thrilling to see him get to continue to transform all this music.
So the movie comes out in theaters on January 12th, 2024. Until then, you can watch and rewatch the trailer to get a tiny fix of this hilarious movie. It was actually slated to get released on Paramount Plus, but then the studio decided it would be better to have it in theaters first. So get your tickets soon. Now, if you're anything like me, you're just getting psyched to check out the latest in the Mean Girls universe, the MGU. The thought of seeing a movie based off a musical, based off a movie is, well, fetch. There, I said it. You happy? Of course you are, because a new Mean Girls movie is headed your way. Have any thoughts about it? Put them in our burn book, aka the comment section.